Hi guys, Victoria Smirnov is back with my sit down chill out comedy, real life stories. So, 1996, I was dating this crook, corn artist, con man. He was working with the government. Also in Russia, it's very confusing, so don't ask me. It's very often the same thing. So he was very respectable and he made lots of money. He lost lots of money. By the time I met him, he didn't have much left, but he was very charming. He had great sense of humor. And now that I'm happily married, maybe I should go straight to his flaws. And he had two flaws, which turned out to be two wives. He had two wives at the same time, and I just found out about it in one fine evening, and I went completely berserk, and I made a huge scene. We had a huge fight, and I realized that's where he was going, to New York and Estonia, actually, not for business trip, but to see his wives, and there were children in these both families. So it was really shocking. And he told me, if you look around in Russia, it's very normal. That's what people do. That's how men behave, and women kind of put up with it. And because there's no much choice. And I said, well, they can do what they want, these women, and I'm just it's not for me. Thank you very much. So I stormed out of his apartment. I jumped in my car and I went straight back home. So I was driving maybe about 10 minutes, and I was furious. I was fuming. I'm like, all these women who live, they accept all these conditions. It's ridiculous. I'm never going to be part of it. I'm out of Russia. Like, that's it. And there's a police station on my way. It's a very small police station, like a house. We call it budka. Budka means like a dog house. So the policeman stops me, and he looks at my papers, and he tells me, well, wait a minute, I just have to check. And he leaves to this police house with my papers. And that was very normal practice, because we had lots of stolen cars at the time, right after Perestroika. So the police would check, if your car is stolen or not. And I know that my car is fine. I bought it through the shop. It's all legal, so there shouldn't be any problems. And actually, the funny thing is that you could have a paper. This is true. I promise you. You can ask any Russian who is older than 35 years old. You could have actually a document saying that your car, normally would be Mercedes, has been stolen in Germany, but the previous owner doesn't mind. Like, he got paid, and he got insurance payment or something, so that's okay. And you would think, like, how is it possible? But it really was possible at the time, right after Perestroika. There was such a fine line between the law and how you could get around it, that they were full of all these fake papers. We even had a joke. It was a very funny joke, so I'm going to tell you. The police, the road police, stops the car, just like this one stopped me. And they go, what's going on? The whole car is full of Kalashnikov. What's happening? We're just moving all these guns from one war museum to another. And here's the document. Please look at it. Please check. The policeman goes, yeah, that sounds right. Now open the trunk. What is this dead body doing in the trunk? You can see from the document. We're just transferring it, from morgue to the cemetery, because their car broke down. So it's our friend, so we have to carry him. We have to take care after him ourselves. So here's the document. So the policeman looks at, yeah, it seems right, but something is not right here. Why is the baseball bat sticking out of his ass? Well, as you can see from this document, it was our poor friend's last will. So, anyways, it was, Russia was flooded with all these fake papers and strange documents and stolen cars. So I'm waiting for them 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I know that my car is fine, everything is fine, and my driver's license and everything is real and fine. So I just go there, knock knock, you know, I walk in, and there are two officers, and they just kind of having their teacup and chatting, and my papers on the table, nobody's even looking at them. And I'm like, hello, have you finished? With can I go? And they said, no, we haven't started yet. And I said, yeah, but I mean, is there anything wrong? You know, I think maybe they want bribe or something. Is there anything wrong? Do I have to do anything? No, no, nothing. Just have a seat, sit down. And I said, yeah, but I'm kind of trying to get home. And they said, but what's the rush? It's 2 in the morning already, so, you know, you're not gonna be late for anything. So just have a seat, and would you like a cup of tea? And I'm like, no, thanks. This is really weird. So one goes, what do you do, Victoria? I said, well, I studied in the university. What do you study? Psychology. This one needs help. This one needs help. You know, he's laughing at his friend. And I go, well, what, right now? I said, oh no, right now, yesterday. He needed the help yesterday. He's so hopeless. So they keep making these silly jokes, and it's really awkward conversation, you know. And I'm like, kind of, yeah, well, can I go? Thank you very much. And suddenly the door opens, and here's my ex, here's my boyfriend, you know, with a bunch of flowers. Will you marry me? And, you know, and the police officer go, yay, yoo-hoo, this is like so cool. And I'm, you know, I start thinking, so I realized he just called them. It was possible back then. So he called them, he told them to stop my car and wait for him, and he grabs the flowers and then comes, and, and I'm like, but he has 2 wives. And one of the officers goes, I said, like a silent, and one of the officers goes, well, 2, 3, it's not big difference. And the other goes, yeah, probably from 1 to 2 it would be quite shocking, but from 2 and 3 and 4, and they talk about as if like they talk about kids, you know. And I just got so really furious. I say, so what now, you're gonna arrest me if I say no? And they go, no, this is not included. It's gonna cost extra. I'm like, okay, fine. Like, what guys you don't do? Okay, whatever, forget it. Yes, just can I have my car keys? Yeah, thank you very much. No, you cannot, because that actually is included in the deal. I'm like, oh man. So what do? Well, we have to keep the car till the morning, and all choice you have is just to live with this wonderful man, your future husband. So I said, okay, whatever. Just let's go. And to be honest, you know, I couldn't wait till the morning to tell all my girlfriends about it. There were no mobile phones back then, so I couldn't text, or no Instagram, no nothing. And you know, I remember this. My boyfriend just told me, life is not that simple, and you know, it can happen. Anything can happen. You can have one family and then meet somebody else. And I'm like, you know, no, I'm just not having it. So we broke up very short after, and I left Russia, only to end up a few years later with 2 boyfriends at the same time, which was really confusing. I really could not choose, and it was very stressful. And you know, it was just a different story. So this is a different story for the next time.